Hello everyone, thanks to the power of the internet, I gotta talk with you all, and once again, we are back with some Deer Days, and for many of you, it should be July 4th, Friday. So, what better way to show that in Vanguard than playing what is essentially freedom outside of football? You know, red, white, and blue. Yeah, that's right, we're playing the Youthberk, or as most funnyly named, Brickberg. For those of you who don't know, what does base form do? End of attack, stand with the Revel Drive -2. But hey, this has a cool act. Discard a card from hand, look at top 3, choose one with RevolForm, add it to hand, or choose up to a grade 2 or less from among them, call it a rear, put the rest on the bottom in any order. I have no idea what these do, but I'm assuming it's look for Youthberk. We have one a zesty boy, because all he does is 15k and a crit. We of course have all persona rides, because you want a persona, then go into one of your boys. We have one gust, very simple, 10k and a drive, not too bad. We have two Tempest, one of them's double frame because I pulled it from the first Deer Days. We have Decisive Axe Dragon. Why? Because when Vanguard is placed by a card effect, your opponent can't call normal units from to Guardian from hand. What does that mean? No PGs unless you have Elementary. No grade 2s that have special shield. No grade 1s. Only triggers. And when you just put all trigger effects onto this thing and make a massive, that's a lot of cards. Of course, the reason why we're playing him today, RGB Man. He's close enough to red, white, and blue. Close enough. Front row gets plus 15. That's more than enough reason for me to even play this. He does cause the counterblast. What does he do? If you have cooked with the zest, you get a crit. If you have gust, another drive. If you have Tempest, you bot deck something. And end of turn, you just go back into the boy himself. Now you might be saying, how do we facilitate this? Well, we have Fergoza. Fergoza basically says put a RevolForm into Soul. Biscotti, because we want to draw, goddammit. Did you not hear me say this is Brick City? We need cards. A very classic card, Shaquana. Why? It's 10k when you attack with it, and then when it's placed, you basically Revel Dress, you put this into Soul. Your Vanguard's drive gets set to 1, meaning, with Full Blast getting drive plus 1, you can basically, on your opponent while still grade 2, can go, alright, I get 4 checks, this is crit 2, drive, just die. Because we can call things off the top of the deck. We have a cat. Hey, Corno. When it's placed on rear or discarded, that's pretty cool. If you have a youth, search your deck or drop RevolForm, add it to hand. Hey, because you see we're discarding a lot of cards, this guy, because he's a 10k, look at the top deck, and then when another card is discarded from hand during your turn, there's quite a lot of that happening. We EB3, remove this card, and bring it back to hand. Yo, that's pretty cool. Now, you might be noticing, the main deck, we've basically removed all PGs. Yeah, this deck doesn't want that. It wants to go first, and it wants to annihilate your opponent when it's grade 2. Even once they get to grade 3, live just enough to go to a second Full Blast and hopefully end it there. So to do that, of course, we're doing all fronts. Heals, because we're going to need them. 3 fronts. Hey, remember how I said Decisive Axe can only be guarded by normal units? What if you could swing with it again? What if your opponent just cries? And because you're swinging with your Vanguard first, always, most of the time, well, they're always going to be standing to get red OT. We want draw, but also, this basically says 10k to Vanguard, because you have 2 Vanguard swings, both being different Vanguards. Because there's 1 extra card, if you realized, out of all this. Sanctitude. We at least have 1 PG. Alright. And I only played this deck once with my friend IRL. I just stole his deck and let him play my Direful Dolls just so we could live each other's existence. So now we gotta put my big brain thinking skills into test. And notice how I went through the whole deck. That was also to remind me what some of the cards do. It's going to be one of these moments. So, any of you know how to play checkers? I can't believe you guys beat me like 10 times in checkers before I found an opponent. Alright, rock meta. It's always the rock meta. Can't believe they're counterplaying. Making me go second. I think this is a good hand. I don't think I need 2 Sequana, but hey. Odium. Oh no. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of one Brady Bark, play the other one, call it a day. While my opponent just cycles. Actually, the one thing I could do is just throw Gustin. I mean, I'm going to get yelled at so many. They all look the same to me. Tempest. Whoa, you're playing Odium in the Odium deck? Who could have guessed? Yeah, because this one... Soul Blast, top 3. Youthberk, reveal it, put in hand. Yeah. So we're going to do the first thing I said. Get rid of that, play. Effect. Sure. Oh, when it's rode upon. Reading is too hard for me. Skill hack though, +2. Oh yeah. Swing. Oh yeah, they're both 10k. Guys, imagine if I actually read cards. Because I know Odium doesn't like being rushed. Me just seeing the crit's great. Especially when it hits a Distorted Bane. Do it again. Actually, that's technically a Distorted Bane. Alright, this is probably going to pull out a trigger because that's 23. Yep. I would love any of the things that help me put these into Soul, instead of just triggers, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Why do they get to continuously cycle? Where are my Biscotti? I feel this is unfair. I think this is biased. This is just because the world is telling me I shouldn't play Keter, and you know what? I should listen to it. Honestly. Gauged. What did they put in there? That's not good. Oh yeah. This is in the game. I hate life now. We'll take this. Yeah, I only have 1 unit. Draw 2. Neat. At least they didn't crit me, like I crit them. That would have made me sad. I would have enjoyed that thoroughly. Can I get that back? Watch, I'm going to take the second attack because it's going to be too big. It's going to be 26. And they're going to hit another piece I'm going to need, and I'm going to draw a trigger. Can't guard that. Wow. A Piscotti. Sure would have loved drawing that. It's not like I can really give hand to guard that, because they're not a grade 3 yet, and that only goes to 23. Alright, not quite what I thought. Alright. 1 Sequana. Alright. No. We do not have to activate anything. Arms of an angel, fly away. Sure. Might as well get the free Youthberk. We're not going to activate them. Please stop. It's not like I can do anything else. I'm beginning to feel how Youthberk players must feel. Well, at least me doing a Baldark and then seeing a you would think that I would have seen like so many of the pieces I need. But no. It's just oops all Youthberk and a Sequana. No, that's Sequana, right? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Draw a bunch. Distorted Vein. Wow, who could have seen that coming? I'm not having fun anymore. What does my grade 2 even do? Alright, so there is something I can do. It's just get rid of one of my full blast forms and hope I heal during this, because if I heal out the Joyous that is for Goza, I can at least have one RevolForm in Soul. Like, brother, what the hell do you want me to do? They're rushing me better than I could rush them. This is unfair. Come on, I just need to see like one heal trigger. See, why do their things get to go in the gauge and Impaldio's doesn't? Alright, they got a PG, that's not cool. They got 7 cards in hand to my 8. Heal trigger. I'm going to scream until the end of goddamn time. Thank you. Thank you for giving me one playable unit. One. You know what? No, I don't care. We're gonna draw an extra one. Shouldn't have done that. Like, I don't even see the point in full blasting. I might just go into little green boy in hand just so I can bot deck their grade 3. And just hope I live their 2 turns. Can I over-trigger them? I would love to over-trigger them. Sure. Sure, buddy. Yeah, like, there's no point in full blasting. CB at least that, I guess. Ah, yes. Never mind. He's not the bot deck one. Over trigger. Let me get it. Because that's just an annoying card. Cool. Actually, that's a cool animation. Alright. Let's count. 20. 35. 50. 65. 70k card in hand. They persona'd, and they were most likely going to divine. Because they got 7 cards in hand. And I'm at 4 damage. Another reason why I didn't attack their van, because they're also at 4, so if they just decided to have taken it, I couldn't have immediately healed out. Yeah, because how many? That's 2 right now. You need 3, right? I don't know if you have 5 or more regress gauge. Come on. Will I ever get a win with any deck that I just genuinely don't play anymore? Like in the first year days I could. This is just cruel and abusive. Like it took me till now to get a Forgoza. My hand is just brickbergs all over the place. Yo. What? I'm so surprised. You're doing the thing all Odium players do. Oh, just straight for the divine. Got it. Alright, with triple drive exactly, and no way for me to survive, we're just going to take it and see if we can't heal out of this. Nope, no guard. Just take your crit. Please, just end my existence. Thank you. I can't even continuously still make fun of Youthberk, and this is the reason why. Brother didn't even have to divine. I was going to say, if that was another crit or their OT, good on them. Oh, the amount of salt Keter can bring out of me. It's unhealthy. Alright, can I get another heal out of Ernest? Because I deserve it. Nope, but at least if they didn't have hit that second crit, I might have lived. Well, this is a good way to start off my new year. I mean, 4th of July. With a brick in my hand. We must stand up. Yeah, so I probably should have played PGs, and now you see why I didn't, though, is because this is the one game where I saw all my grade 3s. I didn't see Forgoza, didn't see Biscotti, saw way too many Sequana. You know, I didn't see a Corno. Variety Bark, I can't complain. I saw them, but I couldn't use them because of the fact They all went in my hand because I couldn't do anything with them because I was missing the key engine of Youthberk. But yeah, overall, I had fun. I can't complain. I knew what I was signing up to. I even named the deck Brick. If you had any, like, mulligan tips for me, outside of just send back all triggers and the one, Tempest I kept, let me know. Let me know if I made any misplays. I don't think I did. I think it's just the fact, I bricked and went second against Odium. I don't think there was a feasible way for me to have won that outside of Decisive Axe, I See Everything, and Full Blast them on grade 2. So, hope you all had fun. Maybe next time I'm going to play a Dragon Empire deck. I haven't really touched that nation, and I know exactly who I'm going to play. So, until the next one, thank you for enjoying my ramblings.